I want to talk about your parents. I have to
Mhm.
give them huge credit. They have six kids, and three of your siblings studied in Singapore, you in US. That's a lot of money, right, to spend on education, and they were happy to spend that money. And I'm sure you guys are, got a great education. Kudos to your parents coming from a middle class family. They were open to, educate you. Otherwise, somebody was like, no, I want you to run this store, and don't go too far. So that's
Well,
that's a. I have to just
uh
congratulate them for just allowing you guys to live your dream.
that is very true.
Yeah,
They work hard,
yeah,
and they're the type of people, and I just want to give them their credits. They're the kind
yeah,
of people who they're not going to spend money on anything.
yeah,
They they're not going to buy new clothes. They're not going to buy a new car.
yeah,
They don't spend on themselves. Any money that they
yeah,
have, they
yeah,
will put into their children.
yeah.
And when I say put into their children, really it's just mostly education.
Education, yes.
Education. They don't buy us like fancy new Nike shoes
Yeah,
or anything like
yeah,
that. They don't buy us fancy cars
yeah,
growing up.
yeah,
What they put their money on is education,
yeah,
giving the best education to their
yeah,
kids.
yeah,
Once, however,
yeah,
having said that,
yeah,
they did want their kids to run the retail store.
yeah, yeah,
A lot of my siblings, when they get the once they get the education,
yeah,
especially the first few siblings,
yeah,
they ask them to come back, even if they already
yeah,
have a job, a
yeah,
decent job. They ask them to come back.
yeah,
Hey, you gotta help out with the store. This is the way to go.
yeah.
This is the way to go.
Because
And
also it provides them safety, right? Like my
mhm.
kids are safe here, they are next to me. We know
Yeah,
everybody, it's a safe. Out of the country, you don't know what happens,
yeah,
what kind of people they have to deal with. So that can be one of the
mhm.
reason. Like I want safety, I want them next to me, and I want to see my grandkids and raise them,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. They and right now they do live with their grandkids.
that's good.
They
That's
do live
good.
with their
Yeah,
grandkids.
yeah,
My parents, my dad, my mom, really big kudos to them. It took them
yeah,
a while though to
yeah,
allow me to stay in
yeah,
America.
yeah,
Took them, but
yeah,
credits to them.
yeah,
They provided a lot for us, a lot for their kids. Everything in their life was
yeah,
provided for their kid. They
yeah,
give it to their kids. Even today,
yeah,
it's like they're still working 7 days a week today.
yeah. Only time you understand their value is when you have your own child, right? I have my daughter, she's 4 months old, and I'm like right now, like, you are gonna study in LA. You are not going out of LA. And she's just 4 months old. I'm like, you are not going to New York, no university, you're just gonna be in
She
LA.
doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So now I was like, it must be hard for my parents to let me go to,
Yeah.
US, my brother's in Canada, and the sacrifice they made,
Hmm.
it's not easy. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah. When I told
Yeah.
them I wanted to go to America, the
Yeah.
first thing they told me is, when am I gonna see you again?
Yeah.
America's so far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've had, at the time, no one in our family has been to America, and
Yeah.
we've heard about a few friends
Yeah.
who has applied for American visa, got
Yeah.
rejected.
Yeah.
So even had I gotten an American visa, they weren't sure that
Yeah.
they were gonna get an American visa, that
Yeah.
they will be able to visit me while I was there.
Yeah. It's hard.
And
Really
also
hard thing.
the
Yeah.
cost to get to
Yeah.
American planes to
Yeah.
fly to America is costly as well, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I totally understand that, and my parents were able to visit, and they, my mom still will visit us, but it's so hard because they are old, and it's the journey is like 20
Mhm. Yeah.
to 24-hour journey, change a plane. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I understand their worry.
A lot of it as well is a fear of the unknown.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
A lot of it is a fear of the unknown. It's
yeah,
being uncomfortable with
yeah,
something that
yeah,
is at the other end of the world. So I
yeah,
can imagine, as a parent, you can think right now,
yeah,
if your child is sick
yeah,
and they're on the other side of the world,
yeah,
it's very hard for you to
very
visit them.
scary.
What's happening with what's
Yeah,
happening with them? Even
yeah,
if you want to help, it's not as easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, becoming a father, it changes so much,
Hmm.
and one of the thing changes your perspective, the way you think about your parents and look at the parents and the decisions they taken for you. You appreciate it much more.